Good afternoon, boys and girls, or should I say happy high noon. You should be doing this at exactly 12 o'clock. I brought all those materials out that I showed you in the classroom, and now the first thing that we're going to do is measure ourselves, which we are secondly going to write down in our science notebook. And I showed you where that was. Okay, so let me just show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my 2 rocks, or you could use your 2 pieces of paper. I'm choosing to use my rocks, and I'm going to lie down on the ground, and I'm going to put 1 rock at my heel. I'm going to lie perfectly flat, and I'm going to put 1 rock at the top of my head. Ta-da! And then I'm going to get up, and I'm going to take my tape measure. Remember I said to be careful with this. And I'm just going to take it to the very, can you see okay? This clear water is doing this for me. And I'm going to measure all the way from the top of this rock and come to right here. And it turns out I am exactly 70 inches. I am 5 feet 10 inches tall. So, where did my pencil go? Here it is. So in my notebook, I'm going to write down 5, and the foot symbol is just like one, looks like an apostrophe, and I'm 10 inches tall. That's the first thing we do. So now, got to be really careful when I release this that I keep my fingers out of the way so I don't hurt myself. If you don't have a tape measure, you can use a ruler. Yeah, it's gonna take a little long, but you're just gonna go like this. That's 12 inches. I put my finger there, hold it. That's 12 more inches, so that's 1 foot, 2 feet. 1 more time, 3 feet. Keep my finger there. Might not be the most accurate, but it works. 4 feet. 1 more time, 5 feet. And now I just have to add the number of inches, and I've got 10 inches. Ta-da! So, problem solving. Let's hope you have a tape measure. It's just a little faster. Second order of business. You are going to face your shadow. At noon, when you look at your shadow, I'm like, hey, shadow. Can you see? Hi, shadow. I'm looking down at my shadow at noon. That means you're facing north. Okay? Then I need to put a rock at my heel again. Okay, that says put a rock at your heel or piece of paper, whatever you're using as a marker. Put the other rock at the top of my shadow's head. So I'm literally looking at the top of my head. Now, that's kind of far away from me. I can't reach. So I'm going to have to look at the ground. I could even keep my finger there and walk towards the spot on the ground where the top of my shadow's head was. And now I need to do the third thing, which is measure the distance between the 2 rocks, which is like the height of my shadow. And then I'm going to write this down in my science notebook. So again, I'm going to take my tape measure. And you know, I'm sure carpenters are cringing because this is not perfect. But I'm going to try. I've got to keep my eye on that. I put my foot on this. It's not noon right now, I'm not gonna lie, because Miss Clearwater was busy, everybody was busy. And line this up as best I can, and I'm all alone. Some of you might have somebody to help you, so it'd be a lot easier. I'm gonna lock my tape measure, and it looks like this is 7 feet, 10 inches. I'm going to release this, and I'm going to write down my measurements in my notebook. Okay? I'm doing this much later in the day than I'm supposed to. I'm not going to pretend I'm not. My shadow should be considerably shorter than what I just measured. But Miss Clearwater and Miss Borgen and Mrs. Hines, they were all busy. So now that we have these measurements on the equinox, the first day of autumn, there's actually another equinox, which is the big first day of spring. Your shadow should be approximately the same length. Thank you for watching this video.